Hello, my dear friends. Today's video is about Ulysses, the poem Ulysses. My previous videos have been on introduction to the poet and introduction to the poem, and now we will do a word by word analysis of. As we have seen that Ulysses is giving a speech to his friends, family, and his countrymen, and he's about to go on a long journey. So he's talking about himself, and he says, "It little profits that an idle king." Now, this idle king is, he's referring to himself here. So he says that it is of little profit that a king who is idle, idle because he has got nothing important, nothing productive to do. So, an idle king by this still hearth. Now, hearth is basically, literally, it refers to the fire on which food is cooked. But here it would symbolically mean household, the life of domesticity. So, he refers to himself as an idle king, a king who has got nothing else to do, and he is living in this rather inactive household among these barren crags. So this barren crags, I mean this kingdom of Ulysses, Ithaca, matched with an aged wife. So his wife has grown old, he himself has also grown old. So he is matched with an aged wife. I meet and dole unequal laws unto a savage race. So I meet and dole, that is I discharge justice based on unequal laws, the laws which seem to me to be unequal, which are not made very thoughtfully, and these laws, with the help of these laws, I am discharging justice unto a savage race. Now, race here refers to his countrymen, and savage here refers to their being uncivilized. Now, not necessarily uncivilized, but he thinks that he is well traveled, he knows a lot about the world, he has a lot of experience which his countrymen do not have. That is why he refers to them as savage race. And what do these people do? That hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. So these countrymen, they have nothing better to do in life than to hoard, to collect, to sleep and to feed. So they are only wasting their lives doing these useless, unproductive things, and they know not me. Since I have been away from the home, from the kingdom for 20 years, so they do not know me, they do not know the person that I am. And implicitly, now he starts talking about himself. And he says that I cannot rest from travel. So he means to say that he has been away for so long, and he has traveled so much already in his life that it is impossible for him now to not travel. And he says, I will drink life to the lees. Lees refers to the last drop of any drink that is left in the glass. So life has been compared to lees here. And he says, I will drink life to the lees, that is, I will enjoy life to the maximum, and I will get the maximum benefit out of life. And how will I do that? By traveling, by getting to see the world, by getting knowledge, by exploring, by getting to meet new people. And he says, all times I have enjoyed greatly and have suffered greatly. So there have been times, I mean, during these 20 years, I have enjoyed a lot, and at the same time, I have suffered a lot. There have been many dangers that I had to overcome, I had to face, both with those that loved me and alone. And I have had these good times and bad times, both with those people who loved me, that is my sailors, my fellow travelers, and sometimes I was all alone to face these joys and sorrows. And on shore, that is while I was not on a sea journey, then also I experienced sorrow and joy. And when through scudding drifts the rainy Yadis vexed the dim sea. So he says, on shore, that is when I was on the ground, not on a sea journey, and even when I was on a sea journey and scudding drifts, that is heavy rains. So through scudding drifts, the rainy Yadis. Now Yadis is a constellation of stars, and when it is believed that when this constellation rises, it causes great rainfall, heavy rainfall. So when with the help of scudding drifts, with the help of heavy rainfall and dark clouds, the rainy Yadis vexed the dim sea. That is, this constellation of stars would agitate the sea. It would cause disturbance at the sea. So even during those times, I have suffered. I am become a name. That is, I have traveled so much that people know me. I am a famous man. People know about my explorations. People know about my journey. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known. And how have I become a name? Because I have always roamed with a hungry heart. We cannot miss the alliteration here. And he says, I have always roamed with a hungry heart. Hungry, a heart which is hungry for knowledge, which is curious to know more, which is curious to explore more. So my heart, which was hungry, I have roamed with that heart. Much have I seen and known. And I have seen a lot of this world. I have seen a lot of the places. I have met so many people. So I have seen cities of men and manners. I have been to cities where the people and their manners were very different from what I experienced in my homeland. Different climates, different systems of governments, myself not least, but honored of them all. Myself not least, that is, I do not consider myself to be worthy of that honor, but wherever I went, I was honored by all the people whom I met, all the countries wherever I went. And he says, I have drunk delight of battle with my peers. Drunk delight, we cannot miss the alliteration here. So I have enjoyed the battle with my peers, with fellow warriors who fought with me from my side in the Trojan War, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. So I enjoyed that battle with my fellow warriors, where far on the ringing plains, those plains, those battlefields which were ringing because of the clashing of swords and clashing of arms and ammunition. So far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. Windy, it just has a literal meaning. Windy, I mean, where it was, since they were plains, so they were windy, and I enjoyed fighting that battle. I am a part of all that I have met. Now this is a very curious statement. He says, I am a part of all that I have met. That is, one way to understand it could be that wherever I went, I left some of my heart in those places. So I am a part of all those places. Now here comes another metaphor, and he says, yet all experience is an arc where through gleams that untravelled world whose margin fades. So he says all experience is an arc. All experience here could refer to his life. So he means to say that his life is an arc, and when you look through that arc, the passage or the road beyond that arc is the untravelled world, that is the world which he has yet to explore, and that world is so big and wide that its margins fades. That world is so wide out there that its margins fade forever and forever when I move. Forever and forever when I move, that is, the more I explore the world, the more I find that I have to explore. So the margins keep fading. The more I move ahead, the more I realize that there are more lands for me to explore, and those margins keep. And now he says that it is extremely dull, uneventful and inexciting to pause, to stop and to make an end. Make an end to the exploration, make an end to your life. So to rust unburnished, not to shine and use. Here he uses a metaphor where he compares life to something made of iron, or maybe to a sword. So unburnished would mean unpolished. So the way a sword or anything which is made of iron, it would start gathering rust if it is unpolished, and it would keep on shining if it is in full use. The same way life will start gathering rust and it would become meaningless, it would become dull if we do not do something in life. So, if we do not use the life that is given to us, then we will not shine, we will not achieve anything, we will not gain knowledge and experience in life. As though to breathe were life. Now, in this line, the writer seems to be mocking this notion of breathing is equal to life. He says people believe as if breathing were life, but only breathing is not life. Life is much more than that. Life is about gaining knowledge, life is about gaining experience, life is about satisfying your curiosities and doing things which you want to do. So, only breathing is not life. So, with this we come to an end of part 1 of this poem. We will continue with the rest of the poem in the next video.